All right, all right. Testing one, two, testing one, two. Testing one, two, testing one, two. Chris, what's up? Glad you're here already. Chris, appreciate that, man. Let me just pop out my chat so I can see it. You guys won't see it, but if you're on YouTube, you can see it. All right, man. It's Monday. How's everybody doing today? It's week 9. Wow. Flying on by. That's how we roll, right? Flying on by. It's just. I'm doing all right, Chris. I still got like that crappy asthmatic cough going on, but doing better. Doing all right. How are you doing? How are things going? Where are you at right now? I think we might wait for maybe somebody else to pop in, but if not, we'll get the show rolling. I want to get my little thing turned on here. Let's get a kick out of this. I think I can cycle through. Oh, yeah, that's cool. Test, test, test. Oh, it goes to my voice. Let's do that one. That one's cool. Got some sound levels in the back. Bought some Pokemon cards earlier in the week, last week. You're in New York City, flying to Kansas City. What's up, Alex? All right, let's get this show on the road. Michelle and I are flying to New York for Thanksgiving. Cool. Good stuff, man. Thanksgiving in New York. Sounds exciting. I'm going to go across the street to Alex's house. He lives like on one of the main streets across from me, but I'm gonna go to his house for Thanksgiving. What are we having for Thanksgiving, Alex? What's on the menu? What's on the menu, Alex? I'm going to your house. All right, it's Monday. It's kind of late. You know what time it is. It's time for the Dynasty Fantasy Football RJ Pizzas. No, Alex, you don't work there anymore. You don't have to do that. It's Monday. It's kind of late. It's time for that Dynasty Fantasy Football recap, and I got a little surprise here this week. Let's see if I can make this work right.
Let's roll them highlights. Let's roll them highlights.
Please tell me there was sound on that. Please tell me there was sound. How awkward was that, man? Recording that video. Yeah, there is a Black Friday game. It's so weird to have a football game on Friday this year. It's very interesting. You would think, by God, that's Gabe Garabay's music. If Gabe Garabay had a theme song, what would it be? That's the thing right there. If Gabe had a theme song, what would it be? I'm gonna send this man the link, and once he pops in chat, I'm gonna play it for him again. So here's the thing too. I want everybody to send me a video like that. I want Chris. I want you to send me a video like that. Alex, I want you to send me a video where it's saying roll those highlights, welcome to the recap, whatever. Something to have to do with the show. Like set those teams, pick those picks, whatever. Just send me some videos, send me some video clips. I would really appreciate it. And I would love to throw you guys on, have you be part of the show. It would be, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right, Gabe. It would be a Taylor Swift song. I'm thinking, hopefully if he pops in chat here, we'll see what happens. I'm gonna text him again and say, let me know if you're in chat. Let me know when you're in chat. Oh yeah, good stuff. This show is brought to you by Holistica. No, I'm just kidding. It's a local product. No sponsors. The podcast is sponsored, but not this show. Okay, let's go to game one. Enough chit chat, right? Let's look at these scores and highlights. Me returning the mat, taking on Brandon Sarton's son. Both of us are 3-5 going into this one, but looks like I'm gonna come out with the win. 108-72 is that final score. Oh, we got a trade pending in our league. Did I miss this? I missed setting up one of my leagues, and I'm super upset about it. It's my ESPN Fantasy League. I screwed up. I totally forgot to set my team. I had 2 on bye. Yeah, in our league, huh? I did not know we had a trade pending. 25 points from Jalen Hurts, 17 from Mixon, 21 from Smith. That was a wild call on that one for me, putting Smith in at tight end. I mean, I picked him up earlier, I think maybe last week or the week before, and I just lucked out with Brandon not having a backup quarterback. He had Fields starting. I get the big win, 108-72. Man, moving on. I went 2 in a row. It's been a while since I've won 2 in a row. Going on to game 2. Bullet Club Gold. Alex in the house. Taking on Brian's, the injury reserve all-stars. Alex is dropping another game. He's going to drop to 4-5. Final score 118-85. Alex cannot overcome that deficit. I mean, again, Patrick Mahomes underperforming. Who's your backup there? Herbert, and not any better. Your quarterbacks did not do anything good. Metcalf or Dotson on Washington is the trade. Huh. Who's pulling this trade so I can veto it? Who's doing this trade? I gotta look at this. We got a trade pending. Right? I agree. Their defense. I mean, Mahomes did say that they got the best defense. Wow. How do we see trades? If I go to my team, it should say like there's a pending trade, right? Pending trade between Gabe and Luis. What is going on here? Players to trade from. Player to trade from. So, what is going on here? Kind of a little bit of a lopsided trade, right? All right, going back. Sorry. Okay. But yeah, Mahomes down again. 17 from Edwards though. Gus Edwards there. Nico Collins 14 points. I had Nico in my public league, which I lost this week. First time I've lost all season in that public league. I dropped a game finally. Hold on, I'm gonna turn down my desktop audio on you guys, so we don't get any feedback here. If I was echoing, let me know. 27 from Schultz there for Brian's team. I mean, he started. Wow. Look at his quarterback, Levi's, whatever you want to say. 19 from AJ Brown. AJ Brown's killing it this year. 17 from Jones in that running back position. Dallas Schultz, right? Is that his name, Dallas Schultz? Oh, whatever. Not too bad. Well, too bad, Alex. You drop. Moving on. Game 3. Jeremy's Mar-a-Lago Raiders taking on Chris right here in chat. Lego my Pacheco. Dalton Schultz. Oh my gosh, I'm so dumb. I'm thinking of Dalton Castle from Ring of Honor. Jeremy was doing good. He finally loses a game, I think, again. Chris back on the winning side. He's going to be moving up to 5-4 with a 110-105 victory. Pretty good. I mean, a close game. We have a couple of close games this week. No, actually, no. This was the closest game of the week. There was another one. Next one coming up is a close game, 6 points. But closest game of the week right here. Jeremy's going to drop down to 4 and 5. Chris, you're improving. Like I said, 25 from Allen, 24 from Cooper, 10 from Hopkins, 13 from your New Orleans defense. Yeah, optimal lineup going on there, buddy. Good job. Man, Dobbs, crazy, right? What a pickup. I mean, to lose as an Atlanta Falcons fan, to lose to somebody who had not even taken snaps with the team till the day of, that is rough. It sucks. I can't. 24 points from Dobbs. I think going forward, well, he's got Prescott, and while Prescott is not a real, I mean, he's a good QB, not a great QB. We've had this conversation, but he put up a good amount of points this week, 28 points. That was a good game. Dallas versus Philadelphia, great game. It was a fun game to watch. Moving on to game 4. Black Players Delight taking on Johnny's draft dealers. Number 3 taking on number 1. Johnny's going to get the L here. Freddie coming up with a big win, handing Johnny his second loss of the season. Freddie going to be improving to 6-3 with that 123-115 victory. There you see again Jackson with only 11 points, kind of a dud finish again. Tyreek Hill with only 12. 11 from Kamara, but 22 points from Deontay Johnson right there, and 27 points that sealed the deal for Freddie with that Chargers defense win from tonight, right? That was, man, he killed the Jets. 27 points from that Chargers defense. 23 points, and Johnny had 23 from Cleveland's defense. Gordon, there we go. We have Minshew with not even 10 points. I don't know what's going on there. I did the same thing. I had Stevenson on the bench in my public league. And that kind of, I mean, I had a low output this week in my public league. It was embarrassing. But yeah, Johnny just couldn't overcome that. I'm talking about Dobbs versus, yeah. I did not like that game, Chris. Hey, did you know, what's up, Luis? I saw that thing on Instagram earlier where Arthur Smith's dad is the founder of FedEx. Talk about a Nepo baby. Going on. Hey, since Luis just popped in, we're going to go right into your game, Luis. Bravos football taking on Luis's Huicho, or Huicho's Huicho. And Bravo getting the big win here, 126-92. Huicho barely putting up 92 points with the original projection of 82. You left, what are you doing, Luis? You left Palmer starting 0 points. Well, I guess maybe you thought he would score. He just didn't get anything. What's going on with Palmer? What happened there? Not playing. 60 from Dotson, 14 from Carlson in your kicking position. Luis, if you had any changes to make on your football team, which I think you're on the verge of doing so with Gabe in this trade that you're doing, add an IR player. Is that what it was? Should have thought about that. 22 points from Burrow, 22 from Diggs, 19 from Henry, 13 from the other Henry, Hunter Henry. I dropped Hunter Henry, didn't I? I mean, I had a good pickup this week with the Atlanta Titans, so I can't complain. 12 points from that defense from Kansas City helps seal the deal. Bravo gets the win, 126-92. And in the last and definitely the least game, the man who, I guess Luis didn't see that. Should we go back for Luis? Let's go.
Let's roll them highlights. Let's roll them.
Look at that awkward guy. Wow. Let me know if you heard the sound again. Final score. Good Lord. Gabe kills, Joe. I think it's hilarious, too, that Gabe named his team. Joe only answers Matt's calls, which is, again, I don't call anybody. But final score, 147-109. Joe finally cracks that 100-point barrier, but it all fails. Let's see. Gabe had O'Connell starting and only had 8 points. CeeDee Lamb there with 28, 27 from Rachaad White, 29 from Dell, right there in this flex position, and 19 from the Vegas defense. Man, Gabe called it. 6-2 is gonna be 7-2 with a big win output. Man, enough scores and highlights, right? Let's hand out some Week 9 awards. Man, oh man, and since I'm right here on the page, Player of the Week's honors are going to go to Gabe. He gets the Player of the Week for getting the most points, right? 147. He set the high for this week. Good job to Gabe getting the big win there and being the co-star of the show this week. Also, in the WTF, what's going on? The Suck It Joe Award or whatever we're calling it. Yeah, there we go. Suck It Joe. The Suck It Joe Award. It's gonna go to Brandon. 72 points. That's one of the lowest point outputs I think we've gotten all season. I need to go back and do some record keeping on this. Might be the lowest, 72. Even without starting a quarterback, that's really low. Yeah, I don't know why Brandon didn't drop Gano and pick up a quarterback and try to beat me, and not start Ferguson there. 7 receptions. Look at all these receptions. Good Lord. 22. If you would have started a quarterback and played Ferguson, I mean, you're going to start Chase. I don't blame you there. You're going to start this guy right here. Evans, that's rough. Yeah, what do you do? Ferguson or Evans in that flex? It's a toss-up. So, I mean, it is what it is. Brandon gets the Sucker Joe Award. Let's take a look at league stats. Live standings as it is. Oh, my God, Luis, you're in chat. But you're there in last. I'm sorry, Al. I'm sorry, Luis. You're last. 3-6. A lot of 3-6 teams though. A lot of 4-5 teams. I'm at the top of the 4-5 teams. Hey, I move up to 6th place. Look at that. 2 awards. Two wins in a row. Moving up to 6. My computer's gonna blow up. Johnny's still holding on to that second place or that first place position by a grand total of 11 points. If you can see there, look at this. 11 points is separating first and second. You got Gabe there in second. Freddie climbing. He's coming for these wins. Freddie has the most points. No, who has the most points? Chris, you have the most points. You're right behind there. You're in 4th place at 5-4. You're killing it in points though. There is Bravo, who only has 984 points, somehow in 5th place. Hey, there I am in 6th place. Yeah. And right behind me is Jeremy. And finishing out the top 8 in the playoff spots is Alex. So you're looking good, Alex. Hold on to these positions. And in the 9th, you got Brian's, who's coming back, man. He wasn't last for the longest time in the season. Now he's in 9th. Got Brandon dropping all the way to 10th with that 4-game skid. 808 and Heartbakes losing one after winning last week. So he's dropping back down to 11th. And then Luis. Sorry, Luis. You're in last. You only have 887 points. I don't know what's going on there. What is happening there, Luis? Let's take a look. I'm gonna move up to my solo recap screen here. Go up to. We're gonna go look at Pick'ems. Let's take a look at Pick'ems. Oh my God! Please stop, Yahoo! Oh my God! It's a mess. It won't let me click on anything. Fantasy home. Yeah. Maybe I'll think about the Raiders. How are we doing in picks? It's slowing down. My computer's spinning up. I'm gonna move to my old computer just for streaming. Overview. Come on, let me see it. Here we go. Bam. I'm back there. Oh, wow, look at that. Ain't nothing but a pick 'em thing with 87 total points. I'm there in second. Looks like you're winning based on tiebreakers. Bills and Falcons. I'm always going to pick the Falcons to win. Make those picks. That's me. 87. Hey, and Brian also 87. Wow. That's a first. I don't think we've ever had a tie this late in the season like this. Acknowledge my picks with 84. Right there. I believe that's Alex, right? Johnny A to Z with 80. You got Wicho there with 66. Joe's picks with 65 and Bravo's football with 57. Giving up on life. But look at this, man. Top 4. We are all within striking, like everybody here, even Johnny to a lesser extent. This is cool and competitive. That is awesome. 7 points separating first through 5th. Not too shabby. Not too bad. Oh, let's take a look. We're going to go back to our league. You can see here where I got killed in my public league. I won in this league, won in the dynasty, and Chris, you beat me in our other suicide football league. So good job, Chris, there, for beating me, making me feel horrible. Thanks, Chris. Appreciate that. Acknowledge my picks. Week 10 matchups. Ooh, it's rivalry week. I'm taking on Gabe. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that projection. I got a lot of players on bye, I bet. Oh, no. Let's look at this. Oh, Hurts down. Hurts is out. Oh, he's on the way. Oh, my Miami defense is on bye. Okay. Think I got a shot. Go back. Week 10, man. It's cool. Oh, what's up, Gabe? Oh, Gabe's in? All right, Gabe's in.
Let's roll them highlights. Let's roll them highlights.
Gabe, if you had a theme song, if you're a wrestler and you had a theme song, what would your theme song be? We're thinking it's something by Taylor Swift, but which Taylor Swift song would it be? Which Taylor Swift song would be your walkout? Would be the song you're walking out to? Shake it off. Alex says shake it off. All right, so I'm taking on Gabe this week. Are you ready for? Oh, that's a good one. Or what was that one? That look what you made me do. How about that one? Bullet Club. Gabe, have you seen the movie? Have you guys seen the movie in theaters? Alex will be taking on Jeremy. There you go. Freddie will be taking on Wicho. A lot of people in chat tonight, man. I'm appreciative. Thank you guys for showing up. Johnny taking on Brandon. Lego My Pacheco taking on Bravos Football. And the Injury Reserve All-Stars taking on 808 Heartbakes. Will Joe finally get a win? You haven't seen it yet? Why not? What's your excuse? How come you haven't gone to the movies? What is your excuse? You're not a fan. If you were a true fan, you would have saw that movie day one. You would have been there in line, watching that movie with everybody there. Haters gonna hate. Yep. Oh, that was a fun recap, guys. Gabe, I appreciate you sending this little video and this little nugget of entertainment for me.
Let's roll them highlights.
I love the point. Roll them highlights. Roll them highlights. Oh, yes. That's what I'm talking about, Gabe. What movie do you think I'm talking about? If I'm going to talk to you about a movie, what am I going to talk to you about? You already know I'm down. I've seen the Taylor Swift movie. You're not making any sense. Quick Draw. Is your Quick Draw? You remember that game, Quick Draw, with the phones, with the gun one where you pulled up and you shot people? Remember that one, Gabe? You do remember that one. You remember that game. You loved that game. High Noon, that's what it was called. Gabe had like the craziest high score on that game. I don't remember. You have to download the game. Look at all these stickers I have from Seinfeld. What's the record for the league? What do you mean the record for the league? The high score? It's like 200 and something. Didn't Chris set it? He got it earlier this year. Let's see if you can hear my neck pop. Yeah, Chris set the highest score in the league earlier in the season. It was like 200 some points. But yeah, that's what life does to you, Gabe. Makes you break your neck. 219. Yeah, Chris said it. Yep. Gabe, you excited? You excited? You got hearts. Got hearts there. Oh, there's some coffee. Got some coffee. Guys, I appreciate y'all showing up, hanging out with me on this Monday. Fantasy football's fun. I love it. Gabe, you do great. I think you should, Gabe. I think you should stream. I think you should just be like a live streamer and just that's your life. That's what you do. I think people would think it's interesting. You want one of those scores. I think what you should do. What's the policy of casinos and filming in there? Like, I guess you don't really see a lot of people do that. Or maybe I just don't look for that. And I wonder if there's like any sort of like you can't do that. You can't film it. Don't get caught. Is that what it is, Chris? You can film. I always thought it was weird. Yeah, I always felt like it's kind of like the old like don't take photos at the airport or something. I don't know. For them slots. Gabe, you play them slots. Gabe plays them slots all day. You can film yourself playing slots? I think I've seen people do that. I think I've seen people like on Twitch play slots, but you can't play like poker or anything. I mean, I guess it'd be kind of hard to do that. I'm just rambling. You won 1,000 with Luis the other day. What'd you do with it? What'd you do with this $1,000? Did you invest it in yourself? Did you realize that a higher power above blessed you with $1,000? And that you should use that $1,000 for something good? Or did you just spend it on? Would you spend it? You're not a big money spender anymore. That's okay. You did something responsible. You paid bills. Back in the day, you would have been like, "Oh, this money's going. It's gone. This money is gone. This money is at the bar." But you're a lot more responsible these days. Yeah, I've seen a few people, Chris, record themselves gambling on YouTube. I think that's where I probably saw that. Recording the Farleys. You remember Farleys and what was it, like the $6 pitchers, $5 pitchers? Oh my God! Every Saturday, $2 Corona nights. Those are we're a budget. We were budget people back then. That 1K, you're gonna buy the whole bar. I went to Farley's for lunch like a month ago, and it was a nice experience. It was pretty cool. All right, I gotta wrap this up. It's getting late, right? But before I do, I got something else.
Let's roll them highlights.
Just kidding. It was the same thing. That's gonna be my video. I'm gonna have a screen loaded up of all of you guys if you send it to me, and I just want to play them over and over and over. All right, I'm gonna head out. It's been 30 minutes. It's been a lot of fun, guys. I appreciate y'all showing up for chat. I appreciate Gabe, Alex, Luis, Chris. Thank you guys for showing up, being part of the show. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell for the notifications. Check out magicmind.com/gofo. Use gofo at checkout if you want a little mind improvement drinky. You guys saw me with it last week. I love that drink. I'm on a subscription with it. It's great. It's a nice little mind focus drink. Check it out there. All the links are in the show. Please support the channel a little bit. Yeah, I love you guys. Thank you guys so much for being here tonight. On that note, guys, set those teams. Let's pick those picks. And I'll see you guys right here next week on the recap. Good night and God